What is up, Instagram? This is Jeremy. I am Funko and Comics. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my picks for this coming New Comic Book Wednesday. So first up, I'd like to talk to you about Battle Pug #1 from Image Comics. So, looks like a pretty fun book. Awesome cover. It's going to be on my list for tomorrow. Next up, something that's always on my pull list, Die. Die #7 comes out this week. Based off of Stephanie Hahn's Instagram, looks like in the next couple issues, things are going to get pretty dark. So looking forward to it. Things have already been pretty dark, and I don't know. Looking forward to reading more. Also, of course, I'm a completionist with the covers for Die, working on trying to get the whole set. So Die #7, cover B as well, will be on my list to pick up. Following that, we've got Everything #1. Looks pretty interesting from Dark Horse Comics. That one's going to be on my list. Heading into the Marvel comics that I'll be picking up, we've got Absolute Carnage Scream #2. Started out great in Scream #1, and this will be turning into a Scream series eventually at the end of Absolute Carnage, so I look forward to reading the rest of this. Following that up with Absolute Carnage Symbiote Spider-Man #1, and we've already kind of got a hint of what's going to happen in this one. Someone else is going to have been bonded with the Venom symbiote, and from what I hear, it's going to be White Rabbit, so that'll be interesting to see happen in this comic tomorrow. Also on my list, Agents of Atlas #2. I loved reading this series when it was in the recent event, and so far it's been really good to read in its own series now. You can see Amadeus Cho leading the Agents of Atlas, along with kind of Jimmy Choo leading in the background. Another Marvel comic, new this week, Alpha Flight True North #1, written and drawn entirely by a Canadian team. So looking forward to reading this one this week. And I go a little overboard sometimes with my Marvel comics, but anything Spider-Man's always on my list. Amazing Spider-Man Going Big, #1, part of the 80 years celebration for Marvel. Another Spider-Man story that'll be, again, something to look forward to reading tomorrow. Also on my list that I've been considering dropping this series, but it's ending with issue #10. So here's Champions #9. That'll be coming out tomorrow. So 2 more issues left of Champions, and from what I could tell from the end of Champions 8, looks like Ironheart's turning on the Champions, but something else probably going on here, because Ironheart, not a villain. Next up, Fantastic Four #14. I probably won't read this one tomorrow, but it's on my list to read. I'll get to it. Interesting on what they're describing is going to be happening. A bold new chapter into the heart and the start of the Marvel Universe. So curious what's going on. Supposedly it's going to be another origin story for the Fantastic Four, but I want to see where they take it this time. And with this, I absolutely have to get this cover. The variant cover here, they're doing a whole series of these ones where it's the hero and their alter ego kind of splitting apart. This one done by Lee In-hyuk. Fantastic art. Love everything that he does. I will have to pick this one up. Also, going along, love everything with Spider-Man, goes into Ghost Spider as well. So we've got Ghost Spider annual #1, Alone in Murder World, another Acts of Evil story going on here. Gwen Stacy just moved partially back into the 616 universe as Spider-Gwen, not really being Spider-Gwen anymore. She's taken up a new moniker going by Ghost Spider now. Looks like she'll be facing off against Arcade in this coming story. House of X #1 is having its 3rd printing variant, and this is just an awesome cover with Magneto telling, the humans, you have new gods now. Awesome line from House of X. Love to see that on the cover now. Following this up with the new House of X #4 is coming out this week. Not trying to go crazy with the covers on this, just trying to get the regular covers to keep reading the story. I love where it's going so far. Haven't been the biggest X-Men fan in the past. Tried reading things, not really gotten hooked on too much X-Men, but X-Men Red I really liked, and I really like where this is going so far. So I hope the story continues to be incredible, and we get to see a lot more with where this is going. Another pick, Immortal Hulk #23. Been loving the story with this so far. Really interesting where they're taking this. We've got General Fortean taking up being the Abomination, and he's looking to really take on the Hulk in his new form. So we'll see what happens here. Next couple of issues of this look really interesting. The covers have definitely been happening in the stories as we've been going along, so looking at potentially, that world breaker scenario that the Hulk keeps talking about. In the next couple covers, we actually do see him holding the Earth, or then kind of a cosmic scenario. So we'll see where that goes. Magnificent Mrs. Marvel #5 2nd printing. So this is her first appearance with this new costume. It's kind of alien costume. Something I think would be really cool to keep an eye out for. May or may not be able to pick it up this week with everything else that's going on, but I love it. I love the homage artwork here to Iron Man. So something to keep an eye out for this week, or picking it up, in the next couple weeks here. Also got Savage Avengers #5. Love this story so far. Finally get to see this symbiote, which supposedly is Venom, the way they keep depicting the artwork on the cover. But it's this symbiote sword that was going on with Conan, and now he just had him kind of come out as a creature and fight this their enemy here. So we'll see what happens. So far, I'm sticking with this story. It's really awesome. This random lineup of characters all coming together, all kind of violent pasts. So it's good to see the action in this story. Kind of wrapping up here, Boom Studios, Something is Killing the Children. I hear a lot of hype on this, so I don't know, it looks like an interesting story. I want to see what's going on. And I'll let you know what I think after I get to read it. Also, there's been some hype about Once in Future #1. It's having its 3rd printing coming out this week. I haven't got into it, but figured I'd mention it for you guys. A lot of people are hyping around this story. Same writer as Writes Die, so I think it's probably a really good story, but I haven't gotten to read it yet because all the issues have flown off the shelf. So if I can pick it up, I'll pick it up and let you know what I think. Other things, got lots of mail calls recently. Got this awesome variant of Ghost Spider #1 by Shannon Mayer. Really wanted to get the version on this one. Awesome artwork. Unfortunately, that sold out in like 10 minutes. So really cool cover, but unfortunately not able to get it. Probably will pick it up down the line if the prices settle down a little bit on it. Other covers for Ghost Spider #1. These awesome Clayton Crane variants, trade and virgin I picked up. Really awesome. Got to find a place somewhere to display some of these new covers, maybe switch some things out. Some other covers I picked up recently, some variants for Captain Marvel #8. Loving this story so far. This was the first appearance of Star. Other things that just came in as I posted today, Doppelganger Miles Morales cover for Absolute Carnage Miles Morales #1. Love the artwork here. This is Javier Garron, the Young Guns variant here. Awesome to have. And this is Miles' first bonding with a symbiote. So something to keep. And I want to find a spot to get that one on the wall. It's awesome. Also have here Amazing Spider-Man #24, the brown variant, with our new villain for Spider-Man here on the cover. This is also the first time that his name is said, so cool copy of #24. Love it. Some other mail calls that I got recently. I do have a copy of this somewhere before, but I wanted to pick up another one with Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl coming out on Disney Plus at some time in the future with that animated show. Love the character of Devil Dinosaur. Did read Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur for a little while before I realized I was picking up too many books at the time. So glad to have another copy of this. Other things I've gotten, Avengers 47 and 48. This is our first appearance of Dane Whitman, and then the first appearance of the Black Knight. These covers, or these stories went way up in price right after I grabbed these. So glad I could get them. Awesome to have those. As you all know, Kit Harington will be playing the Black Knight in the Eternals, and hopefully we'll see something more come from his character there. A couple other things here. Pretty Violent #1 came out either last week, the week before. So I have the cover here, and I was at Second and Charles the other day and found they had an exclusive cover. Pretty cool. Love the art on this one. Love the story so far, so I'm going to keep reading this one. Reminds me a lot of I Hate Fairyland, which author of this one, same author. So lots of things going on, lots of things coming out this week. It's been recently a very heavy week every week, so try not to overdo it. Pick up what you like, read what you like. If you really love reading things, this is a good week for you. So yeah. Thank you all for listening, and I hope I get to do this many more times. But thank you all.